Great. Hello everybody, my name is Kata and I'm a personal trainer and group fitness instructor that primarily works with students who are 50 and better. So today I'm going to do a quick technique tutorial on lunges. Lunges along with squats and push-ups are some of the main exercises that we do in a lot of our exercise classes, and they're also very useful for making sure that you can get up and down off of the floor. And at any time in your life, but especially as you age, that is something that we all really should be able to do, because it would really stink if you got down on the floor, whether by choice or not, and you couldn't get back up again. I know people who have had to crawl to get to a phone or something and have to call somebody to help them get up off of the floor. So what we're going to do is we're just going to discuss some different techniques and find a way for you to be able to practice and safely do lunges, and also make sure that they don't cause you a lot of pain and a lot of discomfort. So when I do lunges, I like to make sure that I just start with my feet about hip width apart. And starting with a stationary lunge is a good way to start before adding in a lot of forward back movement. So my weight is in my left leg, and I'm going to step back with my right leg. So notice that I didn't actually shift my entire body back. My weight is still in the front leg. The back leg is just there for a little support. It acts kind of like a kickstand. So it's there to help you maintain your balance. Now I also make sure my heel is lifted. So I'm doing a little bit of a calf raise, pressing through the ball of my foot and through my big toe. Now if you have a little bit of inflexibility, or if you don't have a big toe, this can make it just a little bit more challenging and you have to rely on your other toes a little bit. So for starting lunges, you want to keep your shoulders over your hips. So I really like to think that I have a book on my head and I need to pick something up off of the floor. So my knee is going to stay over my ankle or over my shoelaces as much as possible. It's not necessarily going to stay in place and not move, but what we want to try to avoid is dropping down and pushing our knee forward. So notice my knee is going forwards, it's going over my toes, and this is when a lot of people start to realize, ow, this hurts and it doesn't feel very good. Or another one that we get is we drop down and we don't want to keep that back heel up, and we want to keep that back knee straight, and we wind up shifting our weight back, or we wind up folding forwards. So weight is in the front leg, left heel, or my left leg is in front, my right leg is back. You can tell I normally teach exercise classes, right? So weight is in my left leg, right heel is back, and it's lifted. We're going to stay very tall, and we're going to imagine that we need to pick something up off of the floor, and we're going to drop down. And then push through the heel on the front leg, and we're going to come back up again. So let's try that again. So we're just going down and up. So notice my front knee is bending, my hip is bending, but the back leg is bending too. So the back knee is bending. So if you think about it, how would we want to get up and down off of the floor? Good way to do it, even if you have to hold on to something, is to drop that back knee to the floor, okay? And then to get back up, even if you have to hold on to something, is to push off of that front leg, okay? Now, if you want to, you can practice going all the way down to the floor. It is kind of hard to do and it's a little trickier. You can put a pillow or something underneath to protect your knees. But let's try a couple of squats. So we're gonna stay nice and tall, and we're going to just drop down and then come back up again. Drop down and come back up. So notice I'm not going very deep. It's just a nice, good, shallow lunge, but it's still a good lunge. My knee isn't pushing way over my toes. I'm not shifting my weight forwards and backwards. I'm just dropping down and then coming back up again. So we're going to practice, and we're going to do the other side too. I want to make sure that you get a little practice on both sides. So again, now my right leg is forward and my left foot is back. And again, we stay nice and tall. We want to avoid doing these, right? And we want to avoid doing these. I've seen some pretty crazy things. So nice and tall. And we're just going to think about dropping that back knee towards the floor. Push through the front heel and stand up nice and tall. So we want to try to make the front leg do most of the work. The back leg is going to do some, but you want to make sure that it's not doing all of it. Good, let's try a couple more. So just down and up. Good, and one more time. Down and up. Good. So that is a stationary lunge, something that you can start to work on. It does take a little bit of practice. If you want to, have a friend or a family member or your significant other, somebody that is okay coming into your house and everything, take a video of you from the side, and that way you can see. Sometimes we lose body awareness, so sometimes seeing it from an outside perspective gives us an idea, oh, hey, now I know what she means, where my knee is going forwards, and that's why it hurts. So try some stationary lunges, and remember, you can always have a chair if your balance is a little sketchy, but it's a good exercise to practice and get better at it. So hopefully that helps you a little bit, and keep an eye on my channel. You can like my YouTube channel, it's just Kata Bautel, and then I also have a Facebook page that is Fit Generations. Feel free to like and share and comment, and I'm always trying to post new videos, new workouts. If you have any videos or things like that that you would like to see, any tutorials that you would like to see, feel free to comment underneath this video or talk to me on Facebook, and I will get those made for you. Otherwise, have a wonderful day, practice your lunges, and I will see everybody later.